Hi, everyone. It's Diane Evans with stampinwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the interior of British Columbia. So welcome to my Facebook page live and also my YouTube live. I really appreciate it when you are here. And yeah, if by any chance that you are joining me for the first time, especially through my YouTube, is make sure that you're subscribed just down here below. And then at that point, you can basically, um, you'll get notified immediately as soon as I go live. So welcome to my card sketch. I know I'm a couple of days, oh, that would be awful. A couple of minutes late for my live. And the only reason being for that is that I had a Zoom meeting at 9 o'clock this morning. And it did go a little over, which I figured it probably was going to because there's lots of good stuff anyways. All right, also, when I am going live, and if it's something that you don't appreciate me talking with different people and that sort of stuff, come back and watch me on the replay. Make sure that you tell me that it's a replay, and then you can just scoot on by all that stuff. So what are we doing today? We are doing card sketch number 223. Um, this one, like I say, a lot of people ask me how I do my card sketches. I think if you saw me for one that I had done um, this week, I went and I said, oh, that would make a good card sketch. That's how my card sketches do come about, is I make a card, I make the card sketch, and that's how I do my card sketches. Um, I don't I don't copy other people's card sketches. They might look a lot like that just because it might have been something that I saw and whatever. But I do have card sketches with the card already made in mind. Hello, Marie, and hello, Dolores. Welcome. I'm so glad that you joined me. Awesome. So today, like I say, it's our card sketch number 223. And I've been doing this since COVID came about. And it's something that I do enjoy. It inspires me and it keeps me coming around and making these cards. Now, just think of it this way. If you go into scrapbooking, you can do a scrapbook map. So it's kind of the same sort of thing. Now, this particular one, always on my regular card base, when I say it's the finished size. So this happens to be 4¼ by 5½, but that's your finished size once it's done. And then I state the different measurements. I am going to use the Seasons of Elegance. I love this stamp set. But if you are making a card sketch, what I strongly suggest that you do is don't use exactly what I've done, but use something else that you can do, because the card sketch is not for you to copy exactly what I've done. The card sketch is to increase you to use different product. If that makes any sense. I don't know if it does or not, but I like to think that this does help and inspire you to use a lot of different things. I can see lots of different things being used with this particular card sketch. So this is a super suite. It has the 2 different suites on there. We're going to use a little bit of this, a little bit of that. We're going to definitely use the embossing folder. This embossing folder is to die for. And this beautiful specialty designer series paper. We're going to use the whole suite. Oh, no, we're not. We're not going to use the ribbon. So there you go. I'm not using ribbon today. There you go. Awesome. So let's go. And this, like I say, is the card sketch. Now, on this with the Peaceful Wishes, this does kind of a snowy scene. I love these trees. There's a lot of really neat stuff there, but I have to say that this peaceful and these trees are amazing because they're like a distinctive tree. And these are at 90%. They're not at 95%. They're at 90%. So they're quite a bit bigger themselves, the images there. And like I say, this is the embossing folder. It's a 3D, so you need that specialty plate. But it's this one. You've seen me use this. There's some really beautiful things in here. I haven't used. Am I even using anything from this? Yes, I am. I'm using the Mary. How small is that? But there's lots of beautiful things that you can do, put on the inside of these as well. And the dies are to die for. So let's get started on this card. Now, that designer series paper is so pretty, but I decided that what I'm going to do is I am going to show you a way to use this designer series paper and come and use a different color altogether. So I'm using the basic beige. I haven't used this very often, but I'm trying to incorporate it more and more into my my card making because I think it's a wonderful color. Now it happens to be 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and we're going to fold into the mountain, which I always say is the opposite way to what you think it would be. And then let's just go and use our bone folder and get that going. Now, I am mixing it. It's kind of a drab color, but I think the gold is really going to add to it. This is the crumb cake, and I went and I ran it through that embossing folder, and that's just going to go straight onto there. So that's our second one right there. Now you could use the deboss side or the embossed side. I'm actually using the embossed side. When you do use an embossing folder, it's best to use glue, just because it gets into all those nooks and crannies in there. So we're just going to put that there. So see how that works? It's just like that. Now this is where the designer series paper. Now see, this one is in, and I can't even show you because I've already started packing it up for a class for somebody to do the cutting for me. But beautiful with the gold, and see how that just all of a sudden just sort of takes it right to the next level. That wasn't very good, was it? Let's see if I can remove that. There we go. Whoops. All right. So then this piece is 2 by 5 1/4, and I'm just going to put it off to the side here, just like it is in the sketch. Hello, Lila and Marjorie and Andrea. Good to see you. Now, I know for the class that is, let's see, is it? No, I don't even have a class with this, using this beautiful stuff, but I'm using lots of things with it. Actually, for the decorative trees, I'm using a lot of this sweet in there as well, or at least the dyes from the Peaceful Wishes. All right, so we have that like that. Good morning, Donna. So now we have this part here, which happens to be, this is layer number 3. And this is 1 3/4 by 3 1/4. Now, let's go and think a little bit outside of the box, right? So at this point, I am taking this tree that is gold, and see how you can just go ahead and put another thing right here. So this could depict, it is beautiful. This could depict just a picture, just like this can say it's a picture. So, and when I go a strip like this, if I say sentiment, it doesn't necessarily have to be a sentiment. So then I'm just going to go and poke some of that out. I see that there isn't one that's poked. Now this is the gold foil, and this happens to be, I think this is the second largest leaf from there. Let's just double check on that. I'm not even sure what tree that is. I think it might be, is it the largest one? Yeah, it is, I guess. So I'm just going to come in. I'm not popping it up because we have lots more layers going on there. So I'm just going to come in and put some glue on there, and we're going to let it set a bit. Just like so. We're just going to let that set because we don't want it oozing out, and especially with gold foil. Now you could turn around and you could use the adhesive sheets on this, and that would help too, but I don't like the adhesive sheets on an embossed area. Hello, Connie. Oh, it's going to come together. Now the circle, what I did was, I think this is actually, I said this circle was 2 1/4. I think this is a 2 3/8 inch circle punch. And you see, I used the crumb cake on there, but I also ran it through the embossing folder. So that gives just a little bit more texture on this particular card. This card is full of texture, I have to say. Now, remember, when you're doing this and doing this card sketch, use another product. And then that way it's showing you the versatility of this. Okay, so let's see. Do you think that's going to be ready? I think it is. So let's go ahead. And that, like I say, is going to be that one right there. So let's just put that there. Now imagine this in the teal. There's a teal color with that designer series paper. But see how that looks just like that. Now it could go over a little bit more, but, and then this piece here just goes like that. Now I know it kind of gets lost, but it really doesn't once I start doing this other thing with it. Now I have to tell you that this happened to be a card that I did for a swap. So that's why I've got a lot of it already done up. Okay, basic beige. This is part of that die set. Let's bring that back in so you can see it with the Christmas on here. This has a bunch of the labels. So it has the Christmas. And I want to give you a tip on how you can go ahead and use this particular die. I did go with this and I put those adhesive sheets onto the back. But I want to show you something that I found that was so helpful. I find that with these ones that have the little dot in the middle, I find they're very hard and you tend to lose them. So what you want to do is, it does have the backing already on here, but I'm just going to come in here, take this adhesive sheet off the back of that dot. And this is just my tip. And we're just going to put it on there like so. Line that up. And then I'm just going to take my thing there, and then it puts on the dot. And this particular dot for the eye is on a different angle, so it's kind of a little bit different. Now I can turn around and also take off the same with this and just line it up the same way. I find though sometimes it doesn't quite work as well when it's in here. Let's take this part off. And here. There we go. Now I'll probably just end up putting this on with tweezers. Might be the best. So I'm just going to come in here and just put this right onto here. And like I say, it's got those adhesive sheets on there, so it'll stick really easy. Just getting it in place. Now, because it's a longer word, it does tend to move a little bit. But I find the tweezers work the best for this. Just sort of push it in. And there you go. There it is on there. So see, this is then going to go across here as the sentiment. So see how we're losing the tree? I could have put the tree so that it was on the top of this, but I found it was interfering too much with the words. So trust me, I did try a lot of different ways on this to do it. So let's see. All right, so let's just put this on. And put that there. Now it could go down, it could go up. I think I had it up more on the sketch. And let's come in with this. Now I want to show you where I took that Christmas out. You can also use that as a negative on a card as well. So you can get a twofer, right? So what a great way so that you can use this. So you want to cut that properly. And then when you put the die in, the only thing that's not going to show through is going to be that dot on there. All right. So I'm going to come in with my mini dimensionals. I had a bunch of those mini dimensionals there. Let me just, here we go. And we're just going to come in and put some of those mini dimensionals on the back of this Christmas. So what a beautiful, elegant set that you could use this if you're into elegant cards. There's so many different ones. Types. What kind of a card maker are you for Christmas? Oh, hello, Judy. It does. So are you a whimsical type card maker? Are those your favorite, the cutesy ones? Are you into elegant ones? What are your favorite kinds of Christmas cards? So this is just going to go on here. Just take those off. And that is just going to go across there like so. Now, there is also this one here, which is this piece here. And I am going to come in, and there is, and I think, oh, no, I still got it. So that's a good thing. I'm going to come in because we have to keep with the gold, right? And I'm going to come in with my Versamark. And there's a Merry, just the Merry and Happy words by themselves. So Marjorie makes a little bit of everything. I obviously make a little bit of everything. I tell you, I have made so many with the Humble Homes. I've made lots of different ones with that a little bit festive. Great cards. Like if you're working with young kids and new stampers that have never ever stamped before. I love that. I did a thing on that a while back. Let's see. Now. All right. So I'm just going to go in and let's go and put that with our gold embossing powder. It depends on your mood. Well, that's a good way of doing it. That's for sure. And this tipped over, so hopefully it'll come okay. I like elegant. I think it depends on the person that you're giving it to, right? I think a lot of it depends. Are you giving it to somebody that would appreciate that, or are they like into more elegant type cards? I know my mom would have loved this type of a card, but yet my brother might like a more of a traditional sort of thing. I think with my kids, I definitely wouldn't do elegant for either one of them. So how's that? So, and I think that this particular one with the peaceful evergreens really lends itself towards masculine cards, or you can do these as winter cards as well. Yes. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to use dimensionals on there. I just gone ahead and put those on there already. And we're just going to go ahead and put that right on there. What a beautiful Mary and that sign. So there we go, just like that. And then we have these gold dots. I should have brought them out. Where they went to. Just bear with me. I'm just trying to get my well, I do not know. I thought I'd taken them out, but obviously I hadn't. So I'll come about and I'll show you this one. So then these are the gold dots that go with it. They're a textured dot or a brushed dot. Let's see exactly what they're called. I know I used this on another card that I did yesterday for a class. So these are called the gold textured adhesive back dots. So those go on there. Now, I also have another piece of this ribbon. Whoops. And I'm just going to put that right in there. This is just a 1/2 inch by 5 1/4. So I'm just going to put that on there and finish that off. Under dies. I don't know. It's all good. They'll be on this. You know what? They're actually on my desk because I used them on another card that I'm doing for next month's classes. There we go. And then at that point too, if you decided that what you wanted to do was put a sentiment on the inside, I'm very bad. I do not put sentiments on until I know. Lala, so true. So Lala's saying that she makes a card and she falls in love with it and then she puts it in her box. I know. So then you could go here, Merry Christmas, hoping the season is bright and beautiful, or friends and family are a true gift of Christmas. That one's beautiful. Thinking of you with warm feelings and a wish for all the merriest, and wishing you all the things that warm your heart and lift your spirits. Like, beautiful stamp set. This one is a must-have. I can't stress that enough. All right, so there's our card sketch. I hope you like that. I hope that if you have any questions at all, that you'll reach out to me. And if you do like that, make sure that you give me the thumbs up, share my video. Remember to leave a comment. Yeah, I don't know when this is going to be on a blog. I have no idea. Anyways, all right, you guys. And if you live in Canada, I'd love to be your demonstrator. Something that is coming up is scrapbooking. Oh my goodness, you guys, these scrapbooking kits are amazing. Mine should be here on Tuesday, and I'm going to start playing with it on Tuesday. Awesome. Anyways, okay. So remember to crate because it's great for the soul. Sip and Stamp tonight. Thank you. Sip and Stamp is tonight, so join me at 6:30 Pacific time if you just want to bring something of your own to do and chit chat with the other ladies and myself. And what else? On Monday, I'll be live at 11 o'clock, either doing a 3D project or a fancy fold card. All right, you guys, remember to crate because it's great for the soul. Bye for now.